discussion is Science Films, The Way Forward. Basically, it's an interactive session with the jury members for International Science Film Festival of India 2020. And I'm just introducing the panelists without going for taking your time. We have with us jury chair Sri Mike Pandey, veteran filmmaker, environmentalist. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Then we have Dr. Mukesh Sharma, ex-DG Film Division, ex-ADG Doordarshan Mumbai and Dean School of Branding and Advertising, NMIMS University Mumbai. Very good morning, sir.
Morning, Sabasati. Good morning to everyone.
Then we have Ms. Usha Bhasin, ex-ADG Doordarshan, former consultant, the World Bank, Washington, D.C. Very good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to you and to everybody.
We have with us Professor Danish Iqbal from AJK MCRC Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. Very good morning to you, Professor Danish Iqbal.
Good morning. Good morning.
Then we have Sri Himanshu Malhotra ji with us, a veteran wildlife filmmaker from New Delhi. Good morning, Himanshu ji.
Good morning, ji.
We have Dr. Sunil Mehru, Joint Director, CEC UGC New Delhi with us. Very good morning, Dr. Sunil Mehru ji.
Very good morning, Namaskar, and I will not come on screen because I am suffering from fever and not dressed up properly.
Okay, sir. Please do take care. That's more than enough, sir. Then we have Miss Monica Gulati, producer, International Broadcast, All India Radio, New Delhi. Very good morning, Monica ji. Monica ji. Are you there with us, ma'am? Sorry, she is not with us. She will be joining us soon. Then we have Miss Akanksha Damini Joshi, senior filmmaker and cinematographer, New Delhi. Very good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to all of you. Thank you.
And we have Dr. Shobna Chaudhary with us, senior scientist, CSIR HRDC Ghaziabad. Good morning, Dr. Shobna Chaudhary ji.
Good morning to all of you. Good morning.
And last not the least, we have with us Miss Reema Kapoor Gautam, broadcaster. Good morning, Reema.
Good morning, everyone, and wish you a very good and freezy morning of Delhi, and good wishes of Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you.
To you too. And I'm very happy that Reema will be moderating this session. So without taking any time, Reema, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Sabasati. Thank you for all your help and coordination. जय हिंद, नमस्कार. मैं रीमा कपूर गौतम आज स्वागत करती हूँ आपका इस पैनल डिस्कशन में. मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ अर्थ साइंसेज, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया welcomes you all to the 6th International Science Festival 2020. And under this aegis, today we are in this panel discussion for International Science Film Festival of India, one of the biggest, largest festival of its kind, not only in India, but in Asia. And at least for last 4 years, we are going through a series of panel discussions, master classes, and we have definitely learned the dynamics of science in cinema and cinema in science, and how this relation needs to be fostered, and why it is important to coexist with this relationship, and to understand better perspectives of cinema. So as Sabasati has already introduced, distinguished panel, now without taking any further time, I would like to start with the discussion. So today we have the subject science films, the way forward. किस तरह से हम साइंस को जीवन में सोशल वेलफेयर के साथ लेकर आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. लेकिन उससे पहले ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है कि हमारे जूरी ने, जिन्होंने सैकड़ों फिल्में देखी, कुछ मास्टरपीसेस उसमें से सेलेक्ट करे, how they experience this festival. I would like to start with their thought sharing, and very firstly I would like to invite Shri Mike Pandey, our jury chair, veteran filmmaker, environmentalist. Sir, how you find all the kind of films are there? I would like you to share your thoughts with us.
I think if you look at the festival in totality, the quality of films Some of them are very good. They have improved over the years since the festival first started. And I can see a palpable growth, and numbers have increased, which is an indicator that more people are really interested in science films and sending in entries. And this time we have had over 600 entries in 60 countries, which is indicative of the interest this festival and the attention this festival is drawing. And this is very encouraging. And because we all, the planet, the world has gone through turbulent times, and we're still struggling. And science will definitely pave the way through. We have to have definitely, as what the people talked about in this, during this festival, about the scientific temper. That is so crucial if we have to put our house in order. And such films are needed, more such films, and encouraging to see the number of participants and also the reactions from the people. Can't hear you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Now I request Dr. Mukesh Sharma, XDG Films Division, ADG Doordarshan Mumbai, and Dean also to kindly share your thoughts. आपने इस फेस्टिवल में जो फिल्म्स देखी, आपका जो एक्सपीरियंस रहा, आपकी जो थॉट प्रोसेस है, हम चाहेंगे कि वो आप शेयर करें हमारे साथ.
Good morning. I would only add to what Mike sir has said. Yes, we had some good films, some very good films in this festival. We have seen the growth, yes, of the festival. Participants have increased, all very good. Yes, the world has gone through turbulent times and we need more science films. But my only observation was that the numbers were there, but most of the films which were there, they were below average, I would say. I could not, even in spite of my best, using intellect and using everything, I could not give them more than 4.5 to 5 marks internally whenever I viewed them. Which means, and in some cases, it was so funny, I do not know who has done the basic selection of films, primarily at the first stage, where even PowerPoints and slideshows have been put up with moving images, just with music and commentary, which is not a film for the festival. If you really want to bring your festival to a certain standard, your primary thing should be that at the ground level itself, when the screening is being done, the film should be at that time, ensure that only films which are worth, maybe they may be less, because every time if you go for numbers, then it's not going to work, because festival will never be able to come up at a high standard. So that is one thing which I thought is important. And out of that, if only few films have come up which are very good, that means we need to work more on the quality of films rather than the quantity only at the moment. I would say this.
Thank you, sir. Professor Danish Iqbal, what's been your experience? I mean, after watching films, do you agree with what Dr. Mukesh Sharma has just conveyed?
Your audio or your mic, you are muted.
Professor Danish, we can't hear you. I think you are unmute. Okay.
Yes, I hope I'm audible now.
Yes.
Yes, I agree with him. Of course, I mean, he has so much experience, and he has vision, and he has seen it all and done it all. But coming from a university and working with students, I have another perspective also, that we need to create a kind of ecosystem. Actually, it is our responsibility to create a kind of ecosystem where budding filmmakers can take inspiration and can learn to use their creativity. So I mean, I would like to see the brighter side of the film festival. The enthusiasm is visible. It was very visible that so many persons, they want to contribute. Only issue is that they have to learn the basics actually, and it is our responsibility to create that kind of environment in universities, in electronic media production centers, and in academic institutions. And we have Doordarshan, and we have so many institutions With the help of Department of Science and Technology, I think we should, give some suggestions and recommendations how we can create a, conducive environment, helpful environment for the budding filmmakers. And we should not forget that ours must be the only country whose constitution refers to the development of, scientific temper. It is a great responsibility, actually. Throughout the world, India is known for its films due to Bollywood. So if we combine our, huge scientific infrastructure with our filmmaking capacity, we can really create an environment where in future, in coming years, we'll get, beautiful films. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now the same thing to Ms. Usha Bhasin. Ma'am, firstly, your experience in this entire process of film selection, the kind of films you've been through, I would like you to share your thoughts.
Thank you very much. I would try to limit my thought sharing and at this point only to the question about what we have viewed and what are my impressions and observations. First, it was quite heartening to see the diversity of participation and the understanding of subjects and themes, and some of the, I would say that the concerns, which are global concerns, they have been used as themes in the festival. So on that score, I think it was good. Of course, what is way forward will come later. Now, coming to the film's quality, I think, yes, there was a lot that needs to be looked at. Firstly, in shortlisting, as Mukeshji has said, it has to be ruthless to bring the festival to the level we wish it to. And that, I think, again, it's growing that way, the kind of participation, international participation. So we have to be ruthless in that. That probably in shortlisting, some films could have been eliminated. Yes, there is a lot of need of training, mentoring, workshopping on various aspects of filmmaking. That is one aspect of Science Film Festival. To me, another and equally, if not more, important is what is science? Creating a scientific temper. On that score, I think much is needed to be achieved. So that we will share subsequently when we talk about way forward. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Usha ji. And now Shri Himanshu Malhotra. Himanshu ji, what are your thoughts and what's been your experience? Initially, we would like to know this.
You see, I must thank Vigant Prasad to sort of put us onto as a jury member. Now, there are a few things that science films are very difficult to make. The interaction between, because science has to be made easy to be shown. Now, the interaction between the filmmaker and the scientist has to be, there has to be a much more coordination between them so that they can bring out the things into a much easier way, much easier to explain easily. Second, in this festival, we need to also, a lot of things need to also can be determined by animation, by this thing. So we should have had another category for animation in this. Thirdly, we need to train, yes, we need to train people to make better films because technology is there. Technology, as we should use technology, lots of new things can come in. And that would also come in with maybe the budgets are maybe smaller or whatever the constraints people have had. So overall, it was encouraging. But I thought we need to sort of put in a lot of effort between bringing in the thing regarding technology. Now, we have to also talk about sound. We have to talk about camera movements. We have to talk about animation. So editing, all this needs to be, and some of the films were good on this. and they were really sort of interesting films to see. But yes, we need an improvement in this.
Fine. Thank you. Thanks for your remarks. Now, Dr. Sunil Mehru. Dr. Mehru, what's your opinion on kind of films, the kind of participation this festival has seen this time?
Namaskar. What I feel, because I'm associated with Vigyan Prasar or with these film festivals from last 6-7 years, and I think more than that. Personally, what I feel now, it has been grown up and wonderfully. Films were very good, and we have seen a lot of films with eminent jury scholars and jury. And the 3-day deliberation, we have discussed so many films, and we deliberated on such issues, some of the issues, and reached to the consensus to select the films. Films were good, enough good, and we have selected good films. But what I personally feel, that the documentary filmmaking is an art, and the art which really requires a lot of elements. See, we cannot make a vague documentary. For good documentary, we require research inputs. And what I feel, in most of the films, the research input is really lacking. First thing. Because see, without the research content, you cannot make a good film, especially when you are making documentary in science. So in science filmmaking, you require a good research. First thing. Second thing which is required is the treatment to the subject. See, documentaries are in arts also, humanities also, in other subjects also, in environment also. Himanshuji knows very well. But the treatment of science film would be entirely different ball game. So the treatment of the subject is also very important element in science filmmaking, and we have to also focus on treatment of the subject. The third, which I found during watching these films, that the scripts also required to be more perfect, more concise, and more meaningful. Because see, science is the subject where you have to simplify the things and then you have to present to the viewer. So these are my observations, and these 3 or 4 elements required to be attended very carefully. First is research, treatment of the subject, and scripts, so that we can produce wonderful documentaries, because this is art, and documentary filmmaking, wonderful art, and we have to preserve this art with all these elements. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mehru. Thank you so much. And now we have Miss Monica Gulati with us. Do we have Monica ji? Because initially there was some.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Monica ji. Monica ji, what are your observations? Or what's been your experience throughout this process of film selection, and this time especially where festival has reached the kind of participation we have come across? I would like you to share your thoughts.
Yeah, I would like to add, I agree with all the other jury members, but I would like to add this thing that I feel that the research, it was not done much except for the few films. And one film which was really good, but we have not selected, was Living with Anxiety. And that film, and especially the theme, was usually it is being neglected by us. And when we talk about diseases, and I feel that the disease first manifests itself in the mind before manifesting in the physical body. So we need to put lot of stress on these type of mental issues, mental health. And I really liked that film, but it had gone very long. So if we can shorten up the time limit, because these days we don't have time, so much of time, and attention span is also reducing. So if we can make the reduce the time limit, and because the producer may have thought that I have to complete the whole duration, so he had extended it, though it was well researched, everything was good, but he had not cut it at proper levels. So maybe more training needs to be given to the creators when they are creating, and as everybody else mentioned, that we need to give more, conduct more workshops, more trainings, and if we can reduce the duration of their time. And because most of the films we have selected, except for the trials and triumphs of Ramachandran, rest all the films were very short. So basically, it is the need of the hour that we need to shorten up the duration of the films and provide more trainings. They have to do more research before they start making the film. They have to first create the images, write the script properly, do the research properly, and then implement it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Monica ji. And now my question goes to Ms. Akanksha Damini Joshi ji. Akanksha ji, we would like to know what have been your observations on the films, the kind of festival.
So I've been listening to everybody speak, and virtually everything has been said, but I'd like to summarize what I've heard thus far from them and add a little bit of my own opinion to that. The first thing which needs to be done, in my understanding, this was the first year I was a jury in this festival. I think the background homework, the preparation till the stage when the jury comes in, that needs to be, let's say, more tightly done. Just as Mr. Mukesh was talking about that, you need to be sifting films so that what the jury gets is enough in terms of time for it to be able to do justice to watching all the films. Because what we sort of ended up feeling was that sometimes the time is getting too cluttered, and beyond a point, when you are watching a film, you're also a person. You only have so much of capacity to absorb what is being said at that time. So I remember at some point, I think Himanshu ji was talking about that we should be watching each one of them with a lot of detail, lot of patience, which as a filmmaker, all of us really feel. And you really want to, and all of us do that. But if you don't have enough time, then you just get squeezed for it. Your own attention spans as human beings, because jury is also human. We have so much of capacity to take in things. That gets cluttered. So a lot of sifting needs to be done. And two things: classification of the films according to categories in terms of thematic categories needs to be tighter. Then, you definitely need to have a classification of films in terms of feature length films, in terms of short films, which are lesser than, say, 30 minutes. Then in terms of super short films, which are under 5 minutes. Okay, because often if you're comparing, say, an under 5-minute film with, say, a 30-minute film, somewhere you're not able to do justice to either one of them. So a time-wise classification is essential, because like Monica was saying right now, attention is the most important, and all of us have, with the kind of sensory inputs that we are getting all the time, the attention spans have become very hazy. So classification according to time, then classification according to the genre. Animation needs to be a completely different genre. Documentaries needs to be a different genre, and docudrama needs to be a different genre. Of course, I understand that, you probably have a feeling that, probably we'll be not getting so many in some, category in terms of the genre. I understand all of that, but these things need to be spoken about post the festival is over, in preparation of the next festival, because I see this going really far. And like I think Usha ji was saying, that the diversity of inputs which have come in is truly remarkable. Lastly, the good part, which was very nice to see for me, was the experimentation, the stylistic experimentation which is being done, which like the film which Mr. Mike Pandey really liked, the video gamey film, experimental style. Wow, amazing. That film which was done with the VFX, sure, it did not have any content was less, but stylistically, wow, it was really cool. And the greatest part about the film festival for me as a jury was the fact that your student films are better than even the professional films. The opening film, which has been given an award, is a 23-year-old young boy who's just probably passed out of his college. So the talent which is coming in India, technically from the younger lot, is truly something which is inspiring to watch. I loved it. And they also have a sense of the, let's say, the spunk and the quickness which is required. What is missing is, as the other people have been pointing out, is a grounding in research and a grounding in thematic values. That is something which can be added anytime. So that's been my opinion.
Thank you so much, Ms. Akanksha. And now, before we move to Dr. Shobhana Chaudhary, I would just like to make a very small request to all our esteemed jury members to please restrain from sharing any film that have been selected for any kind of award, because we still need have an award ceremony right after this. The next we have Dr. Shobhana Chaudhary. Dr. Shobhana, I would like to share what are your thoughts, what's been your observation for this festival?
Yeah, thanks, Ms. Reema. Firstly, I was very happy to see the number of the science film that has come to the festival for the awards. Secondly, young generation का काफी contribution था. मेरा जो experience रहा इसके अंदर, I would like to share कि science film making जो है, that is a difficult task. क्योंकि इसके अंदर आपको ग्राउंड लेवल पे काफी वर्क करना होता है. आपको साइंस मूवीज जो बना रहे हैं वो एक लेमैन के लिए बना रहे हैं, उनको अवेयर करने के लिए बना रहे हैं, या आपका ऑडियंस क्या है, आपको उस अकॉर्डिंग उसको सेग्रीगेशन करना पड़ेगा कि आप किस ऑडियंस के लिए बना रहे हैं. तो उसमें यह है कि आप लेमैन के लिए बना रहे हैं, तो लेकिन ध्यान ये रखा जाए कि साइंटिफिक कंटेंट जो है, जो साइंटिफिक फाइंडिंग्स जो है, वो कहीं पर उनका मीनिंग जो है चेंज ना हो. तो साइंस फिल्म मेकर को एक ही चीज बहुत ध्यान रखनी चाहिए, जो मुझे काफी मूवीज में लगा कि उनका जो ग्राउंड लेवल पे वर्क था, जो रिसर्च था, वो ऑलमोस्ट जीरो ही था. मतलब सिर्फ एक साइंस फिल्म बना देने से उसका मीनिंग ये नहीं होता कि आपने कोई एक टॉपिक लिया, बना दिया, उस पे आपको एक बहुत अच्छा रिसर्च पहले करना पड़ता है. सो बट आई एम हैप्पी कि इंडिया में साइंस फिल्म मेकिंग में लोग बहुत इंटरेस्ट ले रहे हैं और काफी आगे आ रहे हैं. दैट्स माय एक्सपीरियंस, मिस रीमा.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Shobhana. So basically, I think there are few points which are shared by every jury member almost. Treatment, research is lacking. Why is it so? I would like to know, Sir Shri Mike Pandey ji, because you are an institution in yourself, and when it comes to science filmmaking, when it comes to cinema in life, human life, I think no one can share it and explain it better than you, sir. What's the reason? Subjects हैं, कनेक्ट करना लोग जानते हैं और चाहते भी हैं, लेकिन रिसर्च और ट्रीटमेंट को लेकर क्या ये इसे सब्जेक्ट क्योंकि आगे आ जाता है और आप ट्रीटमेंट को पीछे छोड़ देते हैं, या फिर इसे लेकर के अभी उतनी टेक्निकल नॉलेज नहीं है लोगों के अंदर, जो बडिंग फिल्म मेकर्स हैं उनके अंदर? इनफैक्ट कई प्रोफेशनल्स के साथ भी ये चीजें देखी गई, एज शेयर्ड बाय आवर मेनी जूरी मेंबर्स. सो व्हाट्स योर टेक ऑन दैट?
I think the problems are multifaceted and at different levels. जब एक प्रोड्यूसर कमीशन करता है एक फिल्म, तो he wants instant coffee. भाई एक वीक में दे दो. You need a week to research. अगर एक सिंसियर फिल्म मेकर है, उसे भी वक्त चाहिए. बहुत जरूरी है कि हर एक सब्जेक्ट का एक सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट हो, उसको ढूंढना, उसके साथ काम करना बहुत जरूरी. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू गेट द बेस्ट. आजकल का ये मैंने देखा है कि देयर इज अ हैबिट. Google Baba is available, so you got a subject, type out, and you scan, cut and paste, and your script is made. So it's not fast food. You need passion, you need determination, you need concentration to produce a film with a different perspective, a perspective that has not been seen before. पानी के ऊपर हजारों फिल्में बन चुकी हैं, लेकिन किस प्रकार आपका प्रोडक्ट जो है वो अलग होगा, ये एम्फेसिस होना चाहिए. स्टोरी टेलिंग उसमें इंक्लूड कीजिए, to look at a different perspective which people have never seen before. And then very important कि आप subject experts ने क्लाइंट को भी ये इतना लीव ही देना चाहिए, टाइम देना चाहिए. ये खाना पूरी नहीं है, पिक्चर्स जोड़ दी आपकी फिल्म बन गई. Same thing I'll say to Vigyan Prasad. It is very important to give the filmmaker elbow room to sit down, concentrate, and bring out. I mean, you can't say giving me a film in 3 days or 10 days. You have to give enough latitude, 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, in which the person can go, move around, dig in archives, library, and then एक ऐसी फिल्म बनाए जो एक documentation हो जाए. Engaging documentation, engaging story, engaging film, and then वो बैठकर उसको 2-3 बार edit करे, re-edit करे, अपने काम को criticize करे, और फिर एक product बनाए जिसे he's proud of, so he doesn't feel embarrassed to see it. So training is important. I mean, you shouldn't be here. लेकिन आजकल का ये है कि अगर आप के पास मोबाइल फोन है तो आपने कंपनी खोल ली, pictures put together, and a film is made. That's what Mukesh was saying. There were some films which were lopsided and they didn't convey the message. And imagine out of 630, the number, the percentage of films that made it. So I think we need to form a group. Vigyan Prasad can take a step in the right direction, bring out people who are interested in science filmmakers making, and then issue a small fellowship and give them 4 to 6 weeks in which to produce a good, powerful film. This can be part of the festival. So there, all these jury members who are here are experienced people. They can take the responsibility, the ownership, and mentor some filmmakers. That's how you'll breed a better stock of filmmakers. Intense, passionate. Putting pictures together and just having a show is not enough. I mean, even a show, the way you place your camera, how you place it without words has a meaning. When you edit a film, a few seconds more can change the total meaning of what you're trying to convey. So I think that sensitivity is an art. When you use lights, not just flashing a flat light and taking a picture, film bana di humne.
Absolutely.
You have to paint with light. You have to create the atmosphere, the ambience. And that's when you become successful in presenting a product which can be absorbed at different levels, whether, as I said earlier, before the festival began, that whether it's a policymaker or a common man or a student or a person who doesn't know the language, the pictures must speak as well. And commentary needs to be frugal, not verbose. Many of the films we saw, good topic, but I mean, they were just talking heads. So this is the difference between a PowerPoint presentation and gleaning out photos. They stop the flow. They stop they stem the actual thought process of a person who's viewing. And you want to influence people. You want to generate awareness. You want to sensitize people. So there shouldn't be hiccups like these. There has to be a flow. So filmmaking is a craft and is storytelling basically. And you cannot interrupt it, cannot digress. And these things are irritants that stop a film from being a winner, from being effective communication. And that's what it's all about. And science, as Himanshu was talking about, needs to be simplified to get across. I can be a subject expert, but if I don't know the media, I can bring out my jargons and my symbols and all, and nobody understands. So simplifying the language. So cinema has its own, films have their own language. So training at different levels is required. Research, story writing, narration, and filming, using of light, sound, all these need to be brought together under one roof. And Vigyan Prasad is in a situation where it can do that. Get 30 students every year, produce high caliber, high quality filmmakers. I know many youngsters, girls and boys who are in this working very hard. The subjects are superb, but there is no course in any university or college where they teach them how to tell an effective story for film.
Very right.
Public. This needs to be done. And I think if they are serious, if Vigyan Prasad and DST is serious, if the minister is serious, this is the education of the future. It'll come from televisions, from pictures, which leave a deeper impact on the viewer. Then please form some institute or make place in every school or college, or even with Vigyan Prasad, where people like us can go and mentor and carry these kids, forward on their journey. That is very important. We have to put our money where our mouth is. If we are serious about science and scientific temper, let's produce stalwarts who have a passion for science. These are adventurers, these are people who will open up the future world, the new world that we are all wanting to open up.
Very true, sir. Very true. And I remember that in inaugural ceremony, you also spoke about the need to have our own documentary channel also, under the aegis of Vigyan Prasad. That's also required.
Science matters. Really, from a stone age, we have arrived here, thanks to science, thanks to technology. And these are the initial steps. There's much more there as we go beyond the universe, beyond the stars. So a television channel dedicated to films, scientific films and documentaries. They can be a mix, documentaries and science. And this could cater to a whole section of society. In this high time, we have the transponders, if you have the will, and I think for this, political will is very important, then you have shoulders. I mean, look at the amazing number of jury members you have here, each with their own area of experience and passion. And this is what is needed for the country. This is so essential, so crucial for the future world that we're stepping into.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. And as you rightly spoke about political will, I mean, we can see that how it can, make a difference. Science Festival of India, International Science Festival of India is one of the festival of its own kind and largest in Asia, and it's all possible only because of that political will, which we can see, and we are expecting a lot better in coming future now. Professor Danish Iqbal, what's your take on that? One term, which is very apt used by Shri Mike Pandey. The people want product as instant as an instant coffee. And can you do it when you're dealing with something so intense, serious, like science in cinema? Because then you lose all that sensitivity if you are just chasing the time and you are trying to do things as fast as, Maggi noodles or instant coffee. Professor Danish Iqbal.
He's muted.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now we can.
Yes. We all understand and appreciate that filmmaking is a very complex activity, and more so for science filmmaking. Actually, filmmakers have passion, or filmmakers have know-how and depth and research. So these are two extremes. Actual scientists, if they have passion for filmmaking, they have the subject know-how and depth and research, but they don't have right skills, production skills, aesthetics, and all that is involved. And people coming from trained background, they have their craft and their skills, and they lack the depth. As Mike sir rightly pointed out, that these days everyone understands that they can do research. Internet is there. I mean, they'll access the content, and it is research. Actually, research is, is very crucial, and research is very important, and research is very rare. For example, if you are making a film on astrophysics, I mean, there might be, 2, 3, 4, 5 persons, I mean, in the entire country who can be of some help, and whether they have time for us. So research is not easy. Research is a very misunderstood, term most of the time. People think that, finding something which others don't know is my research. I mean, finding trivia is not research. For science, for a science film, I mean, research is the most crucial thing and most important thing. You have so much, information, so much material, out of that, which is, visually, interesting, and which can involve people. So, I mean, it requires a very, comprehensive understanding. And of course, visualization is a big challenge, and budgetary constraints are there. And another thing is that, I would request everyone to consider this point, that we need to discriminate between films coming from institutions, coming from centers of learning and production, and independent films. Because the support, the kind of support which institutions and people working in institutions get, I mean, it makes a lot of difference. Anyway, one big takeaway of our festival, of our experience, was that the films which were using multiple layers of storytelling and elements like poetry, music, animation, graphics, and production design in a very indirect way, and in right proportion. They were liked by everyone, all the members of jury. Whenever they were unanimous in any choice, that film was having all these qualities. So that has to be kept in. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Iqbal. And now I request Dr. Mukesh Sharma to kindly take this, the thought process further. What do you think, sir? Why is it so?
I would like to put one. Sorry. I'd like to put one more point out.
Please.
The point is that when we're talking about a channel, you see, the criteria for choosing a film or a filmmaker should not be the budgetary this thing, in terms of when you start saying you need a turnover of so many crores, you need a turnover of so many. It's the passion that, otherwise any scientific filmmaker, he can do much more, earn much more money outside in a feature film or something else than he makes for doing say a wildlife film, or the amount of time he spends, the amount of these budgets are very low, and the government should also should try and get us permissions to shoot at various places. For example, if you have to shoot I'm talking about wildlife, which is also a scientific thing. If you need to shoot in Madhya Pradesh for a day, you're paying 45,000 rupees as just the shooting charges. Now, where your budgets are 8 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 3 lakhs, how can you afford to pay that much? So these are things that the government should look into, and maybe Vigyan Prasad can sort of look into this and do something, maybe change the whole government's policy.
Very important. Thank you so much. Absolutely, Himanshu. It's, I think, an extremely important issue which you have raised. I would like Mukesh Sharma ji to continue with this. What do you think? I mean, budgetary issue we are talking about.
Rima.
Yes.
I don't want to pick up from where I have a little idea of what.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So budget is one, but let's start with the first thing. The core thing is is when we are deciding the script. Now, the Alfred Hitchcock, the great master filmmaker, he said there are 3 things required for making a film. Number 1, script. Number 2, script. Number 3, script. Are we doing enough hard work at that level? No. How are we choosing the films? How are we choosing the script? Do we have a committee for that? I do not know. And then when the scripts are being presented, are we doing, the committee is doing, some direction has been given to those people? Because I was recently in the metro committee, or the metro which is coming up in Mumbai. They have spent about 2-3 crores to on the making of the metro. And I was in that committee, I was heading it. And the same thing when you say, I think just now my learned jury member has said, I think Himanshu ji, that we should not be asking regarding the turnover. The whole idea is, when I was in the government, so I am now going to be a little devil's advocate. The whole idea is, how are you going to secure government funds? If you do not have anything, something, if you are giving a certain amount, options are there. Somebody can make a film on its own, spend the money and come back and then you reimburse the amount. But whenever you are doing it, you need to be careful about that. That is one thing. So something that immediately saying that don't don't take guarantees, bank guarantees, or don't take anything. Well, if you are raising the budget, these things will come forward. So that was one. Again, interesting thing is, while you are having the script, another last time also, if Mike sir may remember, I have spoken about production design. Now, if you ask me, as a filmmaker, as a person in the field, production design is supposed to be the heart of the film. Because what you have done at the basic level, in that it's just not production designer. There are at least all the components, what we call is the one in one frame mise en scène. All the components of makeup, of artist, of background, of everything you name in the frame is done at that level. So are we doing enough that? That's why I said in my first meeting, you remember, the master classes or the classes which can be done on a once in 3 months, it should be able to teach those filmmakers or people that what we are going to produce. Because as I said, we are still not clear at the areas. When I think another learned jury member has said that I think Akansha ji has said, yes, we need to divide the film in the genres. Again, at the basic level, when we are choosing the film, when we are choosing the filmmaker, who will be able to do an animation, who will be able to do a VFX, who will be able to do a short film, a super short film, or a feature film, and what we have. So just because what we are doing is, एक हिंदी में बड़ा crude joke है कि मुर्दे का size मालूम है हमको. अभी मुर्दे के size के हिसाब से अपने को कफन को डालने का है, यानी मुर्दे को काटना पड़ेगा कफन में डालने के लिए. Sorry. So अगर फिल्म नहीं बन रही है, 50 लाख की नहीं बनानी है, तो don't make it. I remember I had worked with the great doyen of film, Dr. V. Shantaram, and his first thing learning which he said is, Sharma, don't make a film if the budgetary requirement is 1 crore and you don't have 1 crore. Just because you want to make a film and do it, don't do it. You make a film with another subject, with another genre. So these are the things which I feel at the ground level, Vigyan Prasad should do it. Those areas have to be, the foundation of selecting a filmmaker, selecting the genre, selecting the budget, select wherever you're supporting what I'm saying. And also the same thing has to be given and told to the people who are going to make films for you. So there are various ways in films division. When I was heading, there were various ways of filmmaking. There is an in-house production where you have your own thing, you do it. Then there is a production which you can do it on the basis of giving money to someone. People like Mike and all, where they know the funds are secured and you will get something good in return. So you must have a multiple combination of even making or producing films. Then, because today a good film, yes, can be made on a cell phone also. Why not? With 4G and 5G, you have in the type of, and in fact, I'm running my own channel. The quality is extremely good. So technology has to be taken into account also there. And I am just warning for one thing. Yesterday's news, Mike, if you remember, Films Division, Children's Film Society, NFFAI, and Director of Film Festival, they have been merged with NFDC. I welcome, but if you see that, they were institutions in their own way because they could not deliver, because they could not do it in spite, because I worked practically, I was in CFSI for 12 years, I was in FD also, and also I was in NFDC, though I didn't join it as a manager of finance long time back. These institutions were themselves a name, but they could not deliver at that because they could not change with the technology. They could not deliver it because all those things, I don't want Vigyan Prasad should also have the same problems tomorrow with funds coming, money coming, everyone is so excited, but the foundation has not been laid properly so that tomorrow nobody should say that let us merge Vigyan Prasad with X, Y, and Z. Vigyan Prasad need to have its own film museum, if you ask me. FD has such a beautiful museum. Nobody's, in fact, I told them, I said, give it to me, I'll run it for you, the type of monies that this museum can do. It doesn't have any science film, sir. The first science film which was made in this country, Kadu, there is nothing in it, sir. Tamil films are missing. So we should also try and see to it that a film museum comes forward just to create awareness. These are some of the thoughts. Apart from that, Vidyan Prasad should also involve Bollywood filmmakers somewhere. Mike sir would remember I involved Jackie Shroff in a documentary film festival. It had nothing to do with him. But that made a lot of awareness, and oh, Jackie's there, Jackie's there. So people started by default through Jackie, my films. And my idea was to tell them, look, this can be done. So you must have a brand ambassador also for your film festival next year, if you want to have somebody who can, try and bring more people for you and more awareness to the whole thing, what we are doing. Third, let me tell you, sir, no schools or college is aware of your National Science Film Festival except a few in the north. Please start sending it right now, today itself, and take 6 months, 8 months, 10 months to inform that this festival is going to be after 10 months. Your last date of film entry, film made should be this much. All those things, if you can send it, you will get good films by filmmakers. Sir, a lot of films are doing here, and I'm aware of it. That is another point which I thought should be a part of the learning what we have done is. And as it is today, what we are doing is a debriefing. Whatever has happened as a jury, of course, but a debriefing should be done. I think Nimishi is listening at your level also, where you succeeded, where you failed today, so that we don't make the same mistakes or pick up good things from what has happened this time in the coming festival. Well, these are some of the things which I thought was important to share with you, and as and when things have come. But I would definitely not agree, one of my jury member, that one of the film, again, I'm not naming it because of reasons, was neglected by us. No, ma'am, no film was neglected by us. We tried to see all the films, but in spite of every good film, there was some problems which, as a filmmaker, it was not accepted by, and consensus was there. There was nothing like that. So please don't think about it that films were neglected by us. No, I think we did a good job in 3 days' time. A lot of films were seen, 600 films. Ushadi saw separately, I saw separately, Himanshu saw separately, and we gave the best whatever input was there. Thank you.
I think I need to clarify that when I said that you are hard pressed for time, I did not mean we did not do justice to the films. We've all been a part of the jury, of course. I realize that if that comment comes from what
no, Akanshi, no, you didn't say that. You didn't say that. No, you didn't say that.
I hope I was clear because
no, it was, yes, I didn't want to take the name of the jury, but it was now, since you have said,
I don't want to.
Monica ji, who has said and I wrote down that no research was done during anxiety film, which was neglected by jury. So that was my...
No, sir. I want to clarify. I didn't say that neglected by jury. I said the theme is being neglected. Anxiety as a theme, mental health.
Listen, there are so many
I just said...
Monica ji, there are so many themes. So many themes. So what I'm trying to please understand, it's not a question of neglect. What are we judging? What is the... There are so many films which we have to neglect if they're not good made. They may be good.
No, I'm not talking about from the jury angle. I'm talking about as the creators. As the producers, they are neglecting. I'm not saying about jury members.
If you have clarified it, it's fine. But at the level of jury, please believe us, we have...
that I know.
Mike's thing, we have done our best to ensure that we don't
actually, Monica was trying to say that as a society, we try to neglect anxiety.
Sir, but then awareness, that awareness has to be
mental health
at different levels. It is just not at one level.
This is what my point was, that mental health is being neglected.
Her remark
not the jury members.
Her remark was not directed at any film.
Any film. It was just the mental health
problem of anxiety, actually.
Okay, we'll move forward. Thank you.
Now I would like to move to Ms. Usha Bhasin. Ma'am, I would like you to take it forward.
I would like to widen this discourse in terms of the whole, where I look at the whole festival, not just as a member of the jury, but somebody who has been in public broadcasting for over 4 decades and beyond. First of all, this film festival distinguishes itself from any other film festival because it has a purpose to serve. As I said in the inaugural, by constitution. So the films are not an end to itself. The films to me are a tool to create scientific temper. That is one. Now the second thing is, we have to look at how to cast the net wider. Whereas it was heartening that there were films from remote hamlets, from
Sorry to
Usha ji,
interrupt.
आपका echo
There
आ रहा
is
है. I
so
think
much
one
of
of your, you
echo
have got
coming.
two things you have opened up.
So
You have got two places.
Yeah,
you have
actually, you know, this is somebody was talking about technology and shooting. I had first logged on my iPad, and when I saw the quality, can you imagine? So both anyway, iPad and iPhone.
It's better now.
So therefore, okay. So I'll begin again. I said I would like to widen the discourse because to me, this film festival distinguishes itself from any other film festival because it has a purpose to serve. The films are not an end. The films are a means to create scientific temper. That is what I wanted to say. Therefore, that is one area that Nimish ji is listening, Sabita Sachi is there, and so the Vigyan Prasar has to look at as to what are they going to do, what is the way forward in that. Also, the geographical distribution of participation. Whereas some areas had good participation, some other areas almost were absent. This, while we try to demystify science. See, I have been a science student. My education was science. I joined media to the utter surprise of my teachers. But when I was doing science broadcast in All India Radio for 10 years, in the initial years, I shifted the whole thing by going from computers and dry subjects to the demystification of science and started talking about some phenomena which superstitions were involved in. So if we want to, I'm looking at the lowest common denominator of this country, whom the Constitution wishes to create a scientific temper in. So if we want to percolate that deep, we have to look at the subjects which prohibit scientific temper, say superstitions and many other things. I'm just doing the bullet points. So we may have to reshuffle the categories, themes and subjects, and we may have to redraw the themes and subjects. That is number 2. After the participation, yes, I just wanted to share that yesterday I read a beautiful news about a turtle called Olive Ridley in Goa. And how that female turtle came at 4 o'clock. The Turtle Conservation Society has watched, and she came at 4:50 or something and laid 100+ eggs, and how they have been preserved, etc., etc. What I mean is, it would have been a wonderful film, but we had none from Goa, for example, or from Northeast, where we have amazing phenomena, flora and fauna, and when we bring science to the everyday life of people, it demystifies, and then it comes closer to people's heart. Then second comes the product, which is the making of film, the art and science and the craft of making a film. And the esteemed jury has deliberated a lot about it. Therefore, I will not go into it. All I would suffice by saying, because we can go on endlessly. We have already covered 1 hour out of the 2. And so we have to draw a list of areas which need workshopping, training in filmmaking, and what are the issues. For example, Himanshu ji talked about the location cost, etc. We have all been besieged with these issues while we have been commissioning films in DD, etc. So that can be done, the script, the language, the voiceover and everything. I think language was some big casualty in these films. So that is number 2 for me. Number 3, no matter how wonderful is your product, if it doesn't reach the audience, it is of no use. The distribution. So that is my third point for Vigyan Prasar to look at. That how would you see that your product reaches every common man in this country? So for me, just again, very few instant thoughts. That one, you have to have languages, vernacular languages, so that it reaches down. People have changed their viewing habits. So not just a television channel will serve your purpose. I'm sorry, I'm proud of Doordarshan, but it has dozens of channels. Do they reach people? Are there people watching them? So how would you get into popular culture? My biggest issue is how will you mainstream science? If you mainstream science and you demystify science and you percolate down to the common citizen, you have served your purpose as laid down in the Constitution. And you have to find several ways of distribution, not just one channel. You may have to look at social media, may have to look at OTT, you may have to collaborate, you may have to, and I know Health and Family Welfare and Department of Science and Technology, they can always run a channel, but will it really reach people? Lastly, what I would say from my personal experience, from making what, with all inner humility, I would say what WHO mentioned Kalyani as one of the top 15 global innovations in public health, is one line I had when I started reviving in-house production in the Doordarshan, and mind you, it was all in-house. Therefore, for all the right reasons, I'm very proud of Doordarshan, is that in the first very workshop, I told them after 5 days that you have to forget. In the past, there were some brilliant producers that you have made a product and given it for broadcast and your work finishes. No. In this project, your work begins when you have given it for broadcast, because you have to see how people receive it, how people understand it, how people assimilate it, and do they take action? Do they change those behaviors? Do they adopt that action that you wish to? Same is applicable to science, and public health also is a major part of science. But in all other sciences, whether it is superstition or hand washing, I would have loved to see that film, 3 minutes film, where after 2 minutes that the lady, I think is a producer, that she comes to soap after 2 minutes, but yet she did not tell in 3 minutes why soap. What does soap do? That is science for me. Otherwise, another last point I wanted to make is that this film festival, beautiful films, but it was all information, information, information. We have to provide knowledge as well. We have to go beyond information and action points. So we have to inculcate scientific temper. There's a long path for Vigyan Prasar to see, not just the production of good films, and how we are always there to help, to mentor, to share our experiences, and how I wish a great success for this festival.
Thank you so much, Usha ji. Some very valid and important points you raised. Distribution, reach, acceptance is very important. Mukesh ji wants to say something. Yeah, Mukesh ji.
Reena ji, I'm just barging in between. I agree with everything with Usha ji, except that you don't have to make good films.
I didn't say that. No.
Unless
she also said.
I didn't say
no, last
that.
You said, I would give you, why I'm saying is, कोई देखने वाला नहीं है, आपको सुनने वाला नहीं है अगर आपका प्रोडक्ट अच्छा नहीं। एक अच्छी फिल्म आपके लिए
आपने शायद ठीक से सुने, आपने मुकेश जी बात को ठीक से सुना नहीं। मैंने ये कहा, no matter how beautiful your film is, if it doesn't reach people, it is of no value. That's
absolutely, yes.
But once you have decided, the subject, the genres and all that, that is a part of understanding.
I also said, please listen to me. Please listen to me. I also said that my esteemed jury has already discussed a lot about the making of beautiful art, craft and science of the films. We may have to go in detail and make a list of which
awareness see Usha ji यूं तो चर्चा लंबी awareness तो हम फिल्म फेस्टिवल के बड़े आराम से पीपीटी और स्लाइड शो से करके कर सकते हैं, लेकिन फिल्म फेस्टिवल में हम लोग आए हैं तो फिल्म फेस्टिवल की बात करेंगे ना।
मुकेश जी, आप सब लोगों ने प्रोडक्शन पे इतनी ज्यादा बात करी तो मुझे लगा मैं रिपीट क्यों करूं?
मैंने तो अभी कुछ भी नहीं किया प्रोडक्शन पे, बात मैं करता आपसे तो मैं कहीं कहीं पहुंचाता हूं, तो मैंने सिर्फ एक झलका बोला कि भैया प्रोडक्शन डिजाइन
सुनिए,
चलिए ठीक है आगे चलिए, थोड़ा बहुत जगाते रहना चाहिए, तो सब सोते रहेंगे।
We are definitely going to hear you. We have another round with us.
I'm okay. Now I have said what I've said. Now I'm only going to comment or react. I'm not going to say anything else.
Actually, but I personally absolutely agree with what Usha ji has said. Reach, acceptance. Even if product is very good, you have to make it a point that it reaches to people. it is accepted by people. Otherwise, we have seen some very, very classy films, very beautiful films, very nice products, just taking a backseat because it couldn't make it to people at a right time. So that's very important. Next, I would like to reach to Shri Himanshu ji again. Himanshu ji, I would like you to take it forward from your previous point, or if you want to say something, in connection to what Ms. Usha ji has just conveyed.
When I mentioned that, you see, what has happened is the persons who give the films are not seeing the talent. When I said that the talent has to be seen and not the budget of the filmmaker or the turnovers we need to do. What is happening today is that a lot of people who are just corporate houses, businessmen, they're getting into films and they are further giving it to subletting these films to the producers. Now that is where the whole problem is, because the budgets that they are getting, and they are getting it made by the producers, younger crowd, at a much lower price. This has to stop. So we have to get good talent, and the budgetary, and when I say that wildlife, for example, Usha ji had talked about the olive ridley turtle. Now it is very expensive to go and shoot in the Northeast on the coastal belt. I know how difficult it is because you spoil your equipment when you're shooting in the coastal areas. Your corrosion of the equipment is so high that by 2 or 3 shoots. Second is that we cannot make films for natural history or films on environment, wildlife. It cannot be done in 15 days. It cannot be done in 2 months. You have to give time. You have to, because you're talking about seasons, you're talking about life cycles, you're talking about a lot of, which I'm sure Mike would agree on this. You're talking about and how to project it. There are times where your seasons go past, you are not able to shoot that sequence. Various, it's happened with me. I had gone down to Ladakh. We could not shoot at a particular time because the season was not there. But we had to. Everyone said, no, you have to finish the film. So we have to see to it that the producer or the executive producer needs to understand also that it takes time. And the persons who give out films they don't even know the subject. They'll say, okay, I've had this experience. I'm sorry I'm saying it. It may be the wrong forum, where for a production in Doordarshan on Arun Prabha, the persons did not, I had talked about the endemic species of the Northeast, and the person on the committee did not know anything about the endangered species. And I'd asked for only 5 films, and it was not selected because the way he said, are these your stock shots, or what is this? I told him I had shot these films. But so the person, whoever is giving the film, has to have the knowledge of the subject also. So we need to give time, we need to do a good research, and scripts in natural history, you cannot have scripts beforehand. You don't know what is happening into the field. Scripts always evolve over a period of shooting, over a period of some time.
Absolutely. Now, Shri Sunil Mehru ji. So challenges, Sunil ji, challenges in science.
Reema ji, 1 minute. Himanshu ji, सिर्फ एक चीज आपको, I just want to react to one thing. दूरदर्शन का आपने कहा बहुत सही कहा, you are right. लेकिन उल्टा भी देखा गया है, जहां पर फिल्म मेकर को पता है कि इनको कुछ आता नहीं है, तो वो री रिकॉर्डिंग का बजट और मिक्सिंग का बजट उसी में डाल देता है कि साहब ये भी ये करना है, जबकि both are the same thing. So these are the things I don't think you should.
I agree with you. Everything is not fair everywhere, but I agree with you. There must be some experiences that you've had.
No. So I'm saying that you can't have a filmmaker at every place. You otherwise तो बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाएगा देश चलाना पूरा, मतलब लॉबी को IAS के हटाना पड़ेगा, आपको सब आता है उनको. But what I'm saying is कि वो सब जगह मिलेगी, वो तकलीफ रहने वाली है। मेरा हम लोग का जो चर्चा का विषय है कि निमिष जी की और इनके डायरेक्टर की
Better
मदद
films
कर
होनी
सकें,
चाहिए।
ग्राउंड लेवल पर थोड़ा स्ट्रॉन्ग बना दें बेसिक्स, सो दैट
You see, ग्राउंड लेवल पर इनका क्या करना चाहिए, ग्राउंड लेवल पर इनको स्ट्रांग होना है, ग्राउंड लेवल पर इनको परमिशंस लेके देनी है आपको।
करेक्ट करेक्ट, वो सारी चीजें,
Those are the things that those are the things you need to they need to work on a much larger scale.
So we will not take our time, हम लोग यहाँ चर्चा नहीं करेंगे, we will sit down with them separately and give them, भैया ये चीजें हो सकती हैं, बाकी आप और ऐड कर लो, तो we'll try and help them out, sir.
Yeah,
absolutely. Sunil Mehru ji, Sunil ji, challenges in science filmmaking are absolutely different from a commercial or feature filmmaking, and all challenges are being discussed by our esteemed jury members. Will you take your point forward from where you left earlier?
Yes, please. First of all, I would like to thank to the jury members to deliberate upon so many issues, technical issues, even the production issues and all those issues. But what my feeling is, the subject is science film, the way forward. Mukesh ji, हम थोड़ा सा पीछे जाते हैं. We have to rewind here.
जी जी.
To really want to see what is the condition today or a way back of documentary filmmaking. See, there is no congenial environment in the country to produce good documentaries. You are talking about so many issues. I can understand. Those are the issues which has to be addressed. And Vigyan Prasar, I think certainly a platform where we can request, you are doing wonderful job, to cajoling the Vigyan Prasar to address these kind of issues, because see, documentary filmmaking is not an easy job, and some support is required, and congenial environment in the country is required for very truly, you pointed out that a museum should be there. Second, I would like to request that a film board, such a film board, we should also create, or we should also request Vigyan Prasar to DST to create a documentary film board to support these documentary good filmmakers and to produce films on dry subjects also. See, what we are doing right now, we are producing a lot of stuff we have seen there also. Environment films, human rights films. Environment films is a subject where you can get a good visuals, you can create good films also. But the driest subjects like mathematics, how you will create good documentaries in mathematics. So workshops are also required, because I would like to hear quote one first documentary which nominated for Academy Award, and it's a wonderful documentary and produced on the driest subject of mathematics, Mathemagical Land by Disney. So we have to focus more on research. We have to focus more on subjects like mathematics, the driest subjects like physics, like chemistry, and we have to present it in a beautiful manner so that we can create an environment for documentary filmmakers, to create a platform for documentary filmmakers, and the government support is also required. First thing. Second thing, I would also like to emphasize on the new technological advancements which are coming, and I would like to request Vigyan Prasad to create a virtual platform where filmmakers can come, where filmmakers can share their films, documentaries for wider publication, wider dissemination. So in the age of ICT, we have to create such kind of platforms where filmmakers can come, where filmmakers can, Vigyan Prasar or Science DST can address the issues of filmmakers. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
सर एक चीज और मैं सर भूल जाऊंगा, मेरे जहन से निकल जाएगी. रीमा जी, निमिष जी, अगर आप सुन रहे हैं, सब्यसाची जी and Mike sir will always agree on this, that while we are framing the rules for the selection of the films, and I would like everyone, including Akansha ji and jury members, to give their support, whether we should have those films who have already won awards. A film which has won an international award, do you think that film is also required? Because I have remained a MIF director of a MIF festival, so whatever little knowledge I earned is that competitive section में वही film आनी चाहिए जो film में नहीं है एकदम. which are virgin films which have not been gone anywhere. But अच्छी film को आप opening कर लीजिए, retrospective बना लीजिए, उसका informative section बना लीजिए, so that you don't miss out on showing it to them, to the general people. I would like you guys to have a thought on it.
I think a separate category can be there because generally we are seeing that the awarded films are taking rounds in different festivals. But yeah, definitely I think a different category can be there.
In the competitive, I'm saying,
Yes.
why should you put in competitive? You can take it in the festival. I'm not saying no.
मेरे ख्याल से
Monica ji. Okay,
Akanksha.
Akanksha ji wants to say something. Yes.
मेरे ख्याल से उनके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखा जाए, फेस्टिवल के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखा जाए, तो जो दिक्कत आई थी, मेरे ख्याल से सब्यसाची ने ये कहा था that are there enough good films coming up which are not award winning? यहाँ पे एक सवाल आया था from their perspective. I think that was the issue, मुकेश जी.
तो वही तो उठाना है ना. See, you have to.
मैं समझ रही हूँ.
अच्छा नहीं, आप ये कहेंगे यार ठीक है, जिनको अवार्ड दिया उनको दे दो, तो हमने नया क्या किया?
इसलिए मुकेश जी, अगर आप फिल्मों में जाएं, आप फीचर फिल्म में जाएं, does it apply? It doesn't apply.
हाँ, जो जिस फिल्म को अवार्ड मिल चुका है उस साल में, जो बनी है, जो भी रूल्स हैं, वो दोबारा थोड़ी उसको अवार्ड दिया जाता है. एक बार
इंटरनेशनली आप देखिए, कोई बाफ्टा में गई है तो वो
नहीं, मैंने फिल्म बनाई थी
कैटेगरी में नहीं,
कंपैरेटिव कैटेगरी. आप भेजिए ओपनिंग में, ओपन द फिल्म.
I think
मेरे ख्याल से मुकेश जी has a point. And
उषा जी, फेस्टिवल की गरिमा बढ़ती है कि मेरे पास टोटल नई फिल्म आई इसको ओपन करने की. मेरी फिल्म जब बनी थी मैम 1989 में,
Absolutely, मुकेश जी,
हर फिल्म फेस्टिवल ने मांगा था उसको चलाने के लिए कि यार अब ये नई फिल्म है तो नयापन का एक अलग वो रहता है.
जो मुकेश जी कह रहे हैं कि वो आप अप करिए स्टैंडर्ड फेस्टिवल का. Why just look at the मजबूरीज which you have, but just up the standard. मैं समझ रही हूँ.
बिल्कुल इस पर बात की जा सकती है. और
माइक सर कुछ कह रहे हैं. माइक सर कुछ कह रहे हैं.
उसमें ये भी था कि अगर आप देखें तो कितनी फिल्में ऐसी थी जो स्टैंडर्ड को अप करती हैं. एक दो जो फिल्में हमने चूज करी, उसमें वो थी फिल्में जिनको ऑलरेडी अवार्ड मिल चुका है, एंड वी टॉक्ड अबाउट इट. पर आप देखें ना, दैट मींस देयर इज अ डायर एंड अर्जेंट नीड टू अप द स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ द फिल्म्स.
करेक्ट.
Mike sir wants to add something.
इसमें एक छोटा पॉइंट है. वो फिल्म जो थी उसके 4-5 अगर एक फिल्म अवार्ड विन करती है बाहर, और वो इंडियन फिल्म है, हिंदुस्तानी फिल्म नहीं, उसको अवार्ड मिला, तो नेचुरली द फिल्म मेकर्स वुड वांट कि हमारे देश में तो हमारी फिल्म ऑनर होनी चाहिए, तो वो भी तवज्जो में रखना चाहिए.
करेक्ट.
आई एग्री टोटली.
थोड़ा सा वही सर, वो ट्यूकिंग कर सकते हैं सर, बट मेरा मतलब है कोशिश की जाए तो मिले ऐसा कि जो नई फिल्में मिल जाए हमको.
बिल्कुल.
It does make a difference कि घर में फिल्म बने. जैसे देखिए, कागज के फूल से यहाँ ऑनर नहीं हुई. It won in Russia and then it became super hit here. And I may point with all due apologies humbly, हमारी फिल्म जो थी Were Sharks, it got the Green Oscar in England, and then it got seen. I had shown it to everybody here.
Absolutely, sir. और उस वक्त कोई नहीं समझ पाया था exactly कि ये इस फिल्म का संदेश है क्या, because I was like covering.
माइक सर उसको इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट में माइक सर उसको अवॉइड. सॉरी उषा जी,
मैंने कहा वो केवल फिल्म में नहीं है, वो भारतीय मानसिकता है कि जब किसी चीज को बाहर रिकॉग्निशन मिलती है, उसके बाद उसको देश में थोड़ी इज्जत मिलती है.
उषा जी, इसके बारे में साइंटिफिक एटीट्यूड होना बड़ा जरूरी है.
बिल्कुल. और मुझे लगता है क्योंकि अभी अब हमारे पास अगले 20 मिनट बचे हैं, क्योंकि हम 12:45 पर एक ब्रेक लेंगे. अवार्ड सेरेमनी हमारी 1 बजे से शुरू होगी, तो मैं चाहूंगी कि अब हम द वे फॉरवर्ड के मुद्दे पर आकर के कुछ पॉइंट्स जो हैं वो रखें, जो बहुत जरूरी है कि अब आने वाला वक्त किस तरह की फिल्म्स का है और फेस्टिवल में आने वाला वक्त आप कहाँ देखते हैं. मोनिका जी, मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगी, the way forward, when we talk about the way forward, where you see science films and the festival, certainly.
Most of the things have already been said, and I would just like to add that when we are talking about the producers, so they need to, even if the producers are the school students or college students, and when there is a dearth of budget, so they can go for collaborations. So basically, when we are producing something, we think that that ego comes in, that I am the only one, I have to do everything. Maybe the producer only becomes a narrator, the producer is just doing research. So we need to get into collaborations. We need to make a team, and we are going to go for reach out different people. So when we come across this team, reach out different people, involve others, and all this is going to be reflected in the end product, the film, what is going to be created. So we need to involve Mojo. If there is a dearth of budget, then mobile journalism is available, so they can go and use their new smartphones. We have the smartphones in our hands, so creators can go and come back and use the software in editing and involve good narration. Once they have done the good research, the script is there, good content is there, and sit on editing table, and I'm sure they are going to create something amazing out of it. So we need to go and collaborate. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Shobna Chaudhary, what's your take? Dr. Shobna?
I just got a message from Dr. Shobna that there is some electrical problem in the area, so she won't be able to join right now.
Okay, that's just okay. I just want to ask Mike, sir, because you have worked in a perfect system with best of resources also, with best of technique also. But now the budding filmmakers who are getting into filmmaking, science filmmaking, and when at the same time we have this option and scope of OTT platforms, where you see where they can take some leverage when it comes to technology, or they needs to be as perfect as a very professional, very senior filmmaker? Mike, sir.
You see, filmmaking used to be a very expensive business, including Rostock. If you wanted it, always we had to go to the customs and get a clearance to get even 1,000 foot of film. But things have moved forward the way forward. And today, some of the cell phones that you have, 4K, you get some of the best images ever. In the hands of a professional, a person who's trained, you could churn out very good films. And this has become possible because of technology, because of science. And therefore, I feel that the possibilities are immense. What we need is to train people. Basic training is required, so that a filmmaker can tell any stories, really. If a good filmmaker can talk about science, about wildlife, it's a different genre. But I think you require the basic training in telling stories, in capturing images, and engaging and compelling content. That's the way forward. Just because you have a cell phone, you put images together and come out, oh, I made a film. And I mean, nobody's baby is ugly. So everyone would say that my product is the best in the world. But when it comes to jury screening or other experts, then they fall out. So therefore, I think everyone should respect training, education, and especially structured training in cinema or filmmaking. That is so crucial, so essential. I mean, institutions like Jamia Millia, the FTI are there. If you want to specialize, then work with people who work with science film. There are many areas of skill. You can be an environmental filmmaker or wildlife filmmaker. You can be a science filmmaker, or you can be corporate filmmakers and commercials. So each has its own latitude, its own advantage or disadvantage. A feature filmmaker cannot necessarily make a great documentary, because the documentary filmmaker, it's, I think personally, a little tougher. Nothing is written out and restructured or pre-structured. You go and find out what the ground realities are, capture the images, and use them to tell your story. You have to weave a story. So that makes it a little bit more difficult. You can't go for 2 days in the jungle and expect to see a tiger. Maybe the tiger doesn't come back. It's not a tourist tiger. So you have to persevere. So each genre has its own demands. And therefore, if you are interested in science films, you need to work with a person who has made films, learn and improve on those and go beyond the brief. And like I say to a lot of people who come to me, I said, I like to see you up there, maybe 10 steps higher than what perhaps I have achieved. You got technology. A film like Avatar became possible only because at that 10 years, 12 years ago, the technology was not available, but now it is. So we have the best. So current tribe of filmmakers have an advantage, and the technology is helping them in a tremendous way. What is needed is for the government organizations to come together and make a platform where we can come together and mentor these makers. It's not always about money, it's about your country as well. I mean, about the future. And you are planting and nurturing trees. That'll be great filmmakers. And I think it's possible. We are by nature a compassionate people, and you know we are honest, especially professionals in this field who are serious filmmakers. You look at them, there's no nonsense. It's not about money or commerce or taking shortcuts or cheating or bluffing anyone. And I think we had one of the best broadcasters, Doordarshan, which reaches over 800 million people today. The trouble with Doordarshan is it does not get engaging stuff. When somebody summarizes or picks up my script or my concept, does he know what I'm talking about? It's not just about जानवरों की film. It's about nature, it's about the biodiversity, it's about the ecosystem. Is he competent to sit on judgment on what I've done? Because a senior secretary saw the film here in the ministry and said, हाँ ये अच्छा ये मछली ये इंडिया में है. I said, जी, ये सर नहीं हमारे देश में तो whale की history ही नहीं है. Nobody would fund it, nothing. Then the film had to go out and they recognized, oh my goodness, the largest fish in the world. And it'll disappear in 5 years. And that film brought legislation all over the world. So, you know, the thing is sometimes the person out there on the seat of power does not understand. So therefore, it is important for a group of people or specialized people, a subject expert to be there.
Yes, sir.
And then it's not necessary that everybody should know about the whale shark, but if he does not, does he have the courage to say, I don't know about this, let me get the right person? Be clear, I mean, I don't know everything in the world. We are all learning at the same time. Even today, new things are coming up. And so I think the time has come for the country to change, for people to change, for people in position of power to change, for those selectors to understand that ultimately people are going to see these films and it's the name of their organization that's going to come under fire. Good, effective communication is going to, at the end of the day, translate into good, powerful filmmakers in the country, sensitized citizens in the country.
Absolutely.
And that's why filmmakers carry a responsibility. Media carries a responsibility. And we have to take ownership. What we're doing is going to influence people. And therefore, research, go over your, check out, are you telling the truth? Underplay your films. Do not dramatize. This is not a drama film.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike, sir. And from here, I would like to take it to Professor Danish Iqbal. Professor Iqbal, you know, being there in an institution like Jamia and dealing with budding filmmakers, students, what potential do you see and where you find challenges because that decides the road for the you know, the future days for the science films also.
I'm very happy that you raised this question, and I would like to add to the point raised by Sunil Meru sahab, that you know there are subjects like mathematics and physics and chemistry where you know not much focus is there when we are making science films. So I would like to share about a very innovative course, which is a collaborative effort between Delhi University and Jamia Millia Mass Communication Research Center, and we call it Meta University course. It is a master's course of mathematics education. Professor Dinesh Singh was there, and he had this, issue and the problem that, mathematics is the foundation of all sciences, and students these days, they are, unhappy with the way, mathematics is being taught. So in order to make mathematics interesting, we need to, create innovations. We need to create, games and films, and to make, mathematics beautiful. It is beautiful, but the thing is that it doesn't come out, beautifully. So in this course, mathematics part is taught by Delhi University, and Jamia Millia, teaches them ICT, use of animation, gaming, filmmaking. So it is a beautiful course. I mean, this course is teaching budding mathematician how they can create, beautiful content to teach mathematics. So such, courses are giving us a lot of hope because, students from pure, mathematics background, they don't have any idea about visualization, about camera, about storytelling, and they come and, they spend time with us, and they interact with the, mainstream filmmaking courses and animation courses and journalism courses.
Yes.
And with the help of, all those students and faculty, in their final semester, they create, good films, beautiful films. And many times they join or they create their own production houses for, creating mathematics content. So I see a lot of hope in coming years because technology is easy available. So many other, honorable members, they refer to use of, smartphones. That is also making a lot of difference. Filmmaking has become easy. It is much easier. People of my generation and Himanshu Saab, they used to struggle a lot with very costly equipment. Of course, I mean, things have become easy, but we need to, put these things together with the help of academia and Department of Science and Technology.
I'd just like to come in for a second, if that's possible.
Yes.
Can I just come in?
Yes, sure.
The one aspect I see, my generation is sort of the bridge generation between the times of, say, the socialist India and now the contemporary, more Americanized India, the liberalization generation. We've seen the transition from what Danishji is talking about, the old cameras to the funky mobiles and the new technology which is catching up. And there's one aspect in the conversation which I have been noticing, which is hugely missing, is that science, if you really break down, when we are looking at Vigyan Prasar, you're looking at a broadcast and a popularization of science, there is an aspect of invention, there is an aspect of innovation, and a very, very important aspect, which is of enterprise. And while there is conversation going on at every level about a public-private partnership, we also need to start looking at a public-private partnership in terms of filmmaking and in terms of prasar of Vigyan. That direction needs to be your issues of funding. You can have co-funded by certain enterprise groups. Everyone is interested. I'm sure all of you here are knowledgeable enough, and you would have heard of the Marico Innovator Award. There are so many innovations going on in India as we speak, which are taking scientific discoveries forward into enterprise, which are solution providing for the nation. In my suggestion, I would love it if you would consider having for example, something like startup innovation films. That has got where Mukeshji was trying to lead to, the funky quotient. Give it the pizzazz which is required. Science, pure science, surely have films on pure science which require investigation, immersion, discovery. Also have a pizzazz quotient where you can Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me. So So it's Atmanirbhar that you're talking about. You need to start looking at in terms of Atmanirbhar Bharat. So where are the films on enterprise that we are looking at? There's a huge amount which is possible right now to explore. And I would sincerely consider, I mean, I would request you all to be looking at picking those up and tie-ups with, CSR organizations. I mean, CSR of corporate bodies. There is so much which is going on. And where are we lacking that we are not able to communicate? Collaboration, not just within the filmmaking community. I would say, think collaboration between the private and the public. That is what we need to be also exploring. Instagram, you sort of look at conversations that you can have with younger people, ask them to come up with Insta Reels on some of the innovations which are happening in their region.
Very true, very true.
You can take this conversation from here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Mukeshji, very briefly, I would like you to add on, and where you see science films and the festival now in the future times.
See, as we all have said, I hope somebody is making some points, and since Sabyasachi is recording it, he will be able to take out the best from whatever we have said, of course, which can suit their protocols and their framework. But what I feel is this festival has a lot of, I would say, I feel it has a lot of hopes. And yes, but since your stream is different, your stream is totally separate. It is science. So somehow it has to be all the time. You have to do some tom-tom about it on various platforms. As Usha ji had also said, and others, just not television. We need to go on OTT. We need to go on, distribution on the social media platforms, all the social media, whether Instagram or LinkedIn or anything like. I've just started a small channel, sir, and I've got about 1,100 subscribers on my own, alone, single-handedly, nothing much. But the content was so powerful, so good that immediately everyone, jumped on that bandwagon. So we will have to hold hand with people like Mike with us to support, genuine filmmakers with Vigyan Prasad, and ensure that before we go empty, I mean, I would like to die empty. Before we go empty, I would like to give back whatever we know so that we can strengthen this thing for the country, for the people per se, and especially for the new generation. Also, just want to add up here that we have been giving support, sir. I think somebody has said, to the FTI students or filmmakers who have come from, say, even Northeast, or filmmakers who are doing in South, wherever the film institutes are there. And there we are not going in for that you have to give this bank guarantee and that. They can always be done because they have done it. So that stream can again be separate. So even distributing the film, who's the producer, a lot of this exercise will have to be done on papers. So there we all can chip in and help again Nimishji and the director and others in Vigyan Prasad. This is what I can say at the moment.
Absolutely. Usha Bhasinji, I would like to have your kind of closing remarks because now we have only 5 minutes with us. So I would like to hear Usha ji, Himanshu ji after that so that we could close with the panel discussion. Usha ji, where you see now the science films and the festival in coming times? We have talked about challenges, we have talked about limitations and the possibilities as well.
Thank you, Rima. I have already summed up 2-3 points, not just the production, but I thought to begin with, what we could send a very goodwill message from Vigyan Prasad is to invest in the filmmakers who competed this time. For example, those who got the awards, what was lacking for them to go to a higher notch, and also those who did not get, why they did not get. Secondly, about shortlisting, maybe you would want to have a regional 3-tier approach to this festival, national, international, that you go to the region, sub-region, region, you have schools, colleges, you have media schools, you have science schools, you have science organization. So I see that their structure is already laid down there. So, and therefore a lot of work of shortlisting could be done at that level, which will also take care of wider, casting the net wider in terms of production. And when we come to the documentaries, we are talking about very specialized documentary. Fortunately, I have had the good fortune of spending one day with David Attenborough during my Commonwealth Fellowship. Full one day he gave to me. So I'm very much aware. So when I talked about Olive Ridley and what Himanshu ji very rightly said, that they are very distinct features of a festival. We are also talking about festival made by students, films. So let's invest. And investment doesn't come at a very high cost to Vigyan Prasad. I'm sure about that. And that is one. And second is that, you know, how we can spread even the themes and the participation, not just the science students. Or maybe DST can suggest that all the science classes must have some short course in filmmaking. For example, I know my sister is a doctor and she's doing further courses during COVID because she's not attending her hospital regularly. So likewise, the science students, I'm sure any number of science students would like to try, like any number of photographers.
Absolutely.
You know? So that is one. And might I suggest that this film that we have selected as the opening film, how to invest in that production and direction for that film to go to the international. I would love to see that film on the international platform and win awards for our great Ramachandran ji. But the film has to be taken several notches up. So
Absolutely.
How to
Thank you.
reach
And as we were also talking about the reach, I have received one question also. You know, it's from D. Arvind, and it's to all the panelists, whosoever could answer. And I think that would be the final answer for our session also. And add on also that respected experts, good afternoon, working as a teacher in Puducherry. Could you please help us in getting training in filmmaking through distance mode of learning? He wants to know. So, you know, as we were talking about how to disseminate the knowledge.
Yes. So Zoom is a very beautiful platform, and I think this was the best time to invest in these things. And any number of students, any number of faculty or courses can invite experts and do these courses. The way we have done virtual jury meeting. So I think it is doable. It is doable.
Yes,
Can I come in here? I just wanted to tell everyone that yes, Vigyan Prasad is doing a series of workshop on the filmmaking, especially the science filmmaking. We had done a workshop last month with the scientists of India, and in coming months we will be doing it for the students and the film aspirants. So yes, it will be a online workshop for 2 to 3 days, and it's a free. There is no fees for this. So once we will announce, everyone can come and join. They are most welcome.
Yeah. One thing I really want to say, which is very close to my heart,
the
is
suggestion from
that
Pondicherry was that, you know, teachers should also be given, science teachers should also be given, you know, training in creating science content.
Yeah, one plan is also for that. So.
I want to mention one point that India has a rich heritage of science. So I would love, there is one category, there are many other in my mind, but I thought I must flag this, that what about the legacy of Indians in science contribution? So we would love to have films on that, and there could be a category.
It is a very important point, actually. Thank you that you raised this point.
Yes, and I think we tried to cover as much as aspects as we could, and our esteemed jury, I mean, with their great experience, have enriched this panel discussion. And now we need to take a very short break, because sharp at 1 p.m. We are going to gather for our award ceremony for International Science Film Festival 2020. So looking forward to join you again right after 15 minutes. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful panel discussion with all you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rima. That was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
You conducted it so well. Very
Thank
beautifully conducted.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rima. So as Rima has mentioned, that we will be coming back again in 15 minutes, and then we will have the declaration of awards and valedictory session, where we will have the opportunity to listen to Sri Amitabh Bachchan ji, the star of Millennium, and the chief guest will be Sri Shekhar Kapoor ji, veteran filmmaker, president Film and Television Institute of India, FTI Society, and Chairman Governing Council of FTII. And then guest of honor will be our Sri Mike Pandey, veteran filmmaker, environmentalist, jury chair for the International Science Film Festival of India. And we will have a special invitees, all the jury members, which we just listened. So see you in 15 minutes.
Thank you.